Hi everyone, welcome to Flute 101. My name is Alisa, and from today we'll be learning the basic flute skills. This video is for those of you who has the flute but doesn't know a single thing about the flute, or who know a little bit about the flute but really want to go from the basics, from how to make sound or how to learn the correct fingerings, etc. So stay with me, be tuned, and let's be better at flute. I brought a flute for you. Doesn't matter which flute you play, it's gonna look different, but the key point of opening your flute. So to say, if you want to play the flute, you need to open the flute, right? In order to open the flute, it is really important that you open it up on the right side. It's because if you don't, everything is gonna fall. So, number one, we need to leave our flute on the surface. Let's think about the fate. Let's imagine that there's a desk underneath me. And then we're gonna make sure that the top part is the top part is facing up. Most of the flute is gonna have the maker's name on the top, usually. Or if not, I love put some stickers on so that you know which is the top part. I'm gonna demonstrate how it's disastrous it's gonna be if you don't open it up in the right side. So obviously this is the top part, this is the bottom part. Everything's gonna fall. Right now I'm holding on to it because I know the fact that it's gonna fall. But a lot of cases people do drop their flute this way and people do break their flute this way. So make sure that we are opening up with the right side facing up. So most of the flute's gonna have this spring thingy on the front part of your flute. So we're gonna open it up using our finger. It's gonna open up. There is three parts. There are three parts on the flute if you open up your case. Yes, this is definitely 101. So if you know how to do this, skip to the next video, please. So there are three parts. This is head joint, just like human. We have head, right? This is head joint, and this part that has a circly thing is the place that we're gonna put our air into. This thing is called lip plate, where it's a plate that we put our lips on, so it's lip plate. And there is aperture here where we're gonna put our air. Correct? So this is called what? Head joint. Head. Next we're gonna look at the long part of the flute. Here is the flute. It's long, it has a lot of keys, it has a lot of rods. This is called the body. Underneath our head, we have body, right? So this is the body, and there's a neck part where usually most of the flute has their maker's name and the brand name and whatever it is. And the center of it, it has the long key, and this is the cue where we're gonna put our thumbs and fingers tips onto. So we're gonna take a good look at it. You know how this is cylindrical? If you look through it, there is nothing inside. Hopefully it's really clean inside, or else it's dirty. The next part is the foot joint. Underneath our body we have our foot, and we are gonna add these three parts. We're gonna put our pinky finger here, so we do use all three parts of our flute. Yeah, and this is all three parts that's gonna be assembled together. So logically, what goes after the head? Foot or body? Body goes next to our head. So let's put two parts of our flute together, but it is really important that we don't touch or grab it right in the center of our key parts. This is the key, this is the rod. So make sure that we don't touch or grab our key and the rod because it bends really well and it's gonna lead to the broken flute. So yes, that's really important. So we're gonna grab the neck part like this, and then we are gonna grab our head joint like this, and we're gonna put them together. A lot of people like to do this. It's gonna dent your flute. I am telling you a lot of stuff so that you don't do stuff to break your flute. So we're not gonna do pew, but we're gonna go slowly in. Curve, 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 curve. And then if you take a look at it, there is an air right in the center. Most of the flute do, at least, and the sign. But if you don't have air and a sign, make sure that our keys are aligned to the lip circle here. It looks really cool if you look at it like this. No one actually does it, but it looks cool. So yeah, keep in mind to do this in front of your friends. So if we have put these two parts together, we're gonna put the foot next to what? The head? No, it's not gonna work that way. There's no part that's connecting to head. We don't have our foot next to our head, so we are gonna put our head right next to our body. My one's already dent, so it's really hard to put in our flute because a lot of my students like to put it in like this with our force, and which led to bent flute. So we're gonna put it gently into the body. Make sure that the part that I put in is this tiny bit key parts, not the other way around. One side has its key part, the other side has nothing next to it. Nothing next to it is towards the end of our flute. So we're gonna rotate, 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 rotate until it's in, and we're gonna make sure that the some of the flute has this sign, two signs connected. Make them align together. Or other thing that we can do is to have this rod in the center of our key of our body. This rod, the foot joint rod, centered into the key of the body, like this. So this is assembled flute, and it is very long and it is very delicate. It breaks really well. So make sure that we don't throw it on the ground, or make sure to be really gentle with our flute. Okay, so one rule about the flute is that you never swing it to other people. That's like a logical thing to do, right? But another thing is to put our flute, if you have flute stand, that's awesome. Flute stand, it looks like that. Flute stand looks like this, or some other people might have different looking flute stand. If you have flute stand, we're gonna put it up like this, like this. Have the flute stand to your ground, and then we're gonna put it like this. Or if you don't have the flute stand, we're gonna put it on the table, the flat surface, whichever it is, so that the belly part of our flute is faced down like this. Never put the key part to the ground because it's gonna bend your keys. I feel like I said this more than enough today. So put it up so that the lip plate and the keys are facing the ceiling. Alright, so this is our very first lesson for today. We assembled our flute. We know the parts about the flute and some other cautious key thingy. So yeah, I'll come in the next video about making sound out of the flute. Alright, see you later. Bye bye.